welcome to You with Burnys right here on YouTube. My name is Burnys. You can call me Burnys and you can call me ewuraa as well. On this channel I have interviews and I have discussions. So if you are new here, kindly subscribe to the channel, please turn on post notification and please like this video. So today I have a great man here with me and we are going to talk. Yes, we are going to talk. And so without much ado, let me go straight to him. Mr. Trebla, let me put it that way. You are welcome to my YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Okay.
Abubuya.
Okay, so most people know you as Trebla. Trebla.
Yes.
So what is your real name?
All right. So I am Albert Sapon.
Albert Sapon.
Yes.
So where from Trebla?
So simply, as I said, I am Albert Sapon.
Okay.
So when you spell Albert from the back, you get Trebla. Okay. And when you spell Sapon from the back, you get Genopras. So usually I used to write Genopras Trebla, and that's the name for all my social media handles.
Oh, okay. That's great. That's great. Okay. So you attended a teacher training school, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So tell us about it. Which year did you start and which school was it?
So I attended Wesley College of Education in Kumasi. So I started from 2013 and I graduated 2016.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So take me back to your childhood. Where did you start from?
Hey, it's a deep story. It's a very deep story. I have always been in Kumasi.
Okay.
Yes. And there is a town in Kumasi, around Kumasi environs, which is in Ashanti region, called Asantemampo.
Oh, okay.
So primarily, I would say that is where, in terms of education, from the senior high school, I have been most of the time. But I started from, let me say, Asantemampo, which I have already stated.
Okay. So at the moment, you are in University of Minesandtechnology. That means you are being trained as an engineer at the moment. So you went to a teacher training college. Why did you come to UMaT?
Growing up, I have attended, let me say, almost every stage of education. I've attended at least 2 schools in that stage. Okay. And it's all geared towards my desire to be an engineering student.
Okay.
Yes, it started when I was a kid. I didn't even know what engineering was,
Okay.
but I've always wanted to be an engineer.
Okay.
And I remember one day I went to church. Then the preacher man was like, "You, when you grow up, what work will you do?" Then I said, "I'll be an engineer." He said, "What field of engineering?" Then I was there. Then he said, "So you want to be an engineer? I don't know the type of engineer you want to do." So it was from there that I started, let me say, researching into engineering.
Okay.
So as I said, I started secondary school. We were the first batch who we started the 4 years with. So I completed 2011. Okay. But what sent me to my first secondary school was to read agric science. Okay. So that school was Dramakanten. It's at of in the Ashanti region. So our time, what we were doing was, in the first year, they told us that you do the general course. That is the core subjects: English, Math, Science, then Social Studies. So out of that, they will use your performance to send you to the class they think they will put you into. By later, they came to tell us that irrespective of your performance, they will still stick to the program that the government posted you to do. So it means, should I go by the same trend, I will be an agric science student. And I've always wanted to be an engineer.
Okay.
So that made me change school and went to UMaT.
Okay.
Okay. So after secondary school, we know the family. and do stuffs.
Sure.
In our part of, let me say, our world, all they know about is be a medical doctor, teacher training, nursing. So if you are a science student, or let me say, if you're in that community, that's where you be forced to go.
Sure.
Aha. So that led me into the training college. So when I grew up and I was able to make my own decisions, I decided to follow my passion and come back to the University of Minesandtechnology.
Okay. So why did you come to UMaT? There are so many universities who are offering engineering programs. Why did you come to UMaT?
This is also a good question. So I'll also trace it back to my childhood days.
Okay.
As I knew the course I wanted to do, I also was clear about the university I wanted to attend.
Okay.
And it was 2 universities. It's either I go to K University or I come to UMaT. So these 2 universities has always been what I wanted to do. By then again, in 2018, I was a student of K University. So it was there that I started learning more into engineering and its aspects. So what I got to learn there with respect to engineering was, I didn't know the kind of engineering I wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
But I knew the type of engineering or the field of engineering I don't want to be in. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So when I decided in level 100 K University to finally pursue my dream of venturing into this engineering field,
Okay.
it was cut down to only 3 fields of engineering. That was petroleum engineering, then geological engineering. But the issue of mining engineering came into play from my elder brother. Okay. Yes, he was a former student here. And by the grace of God, he was, let me say, the SRC president at his time. So he started selling the idea of mining engineering to me. And don't you like mining? And I said, what is mining engineering? So he spoke to me on it. Okay. He explained to me about mining, and I started to also read more into mining engineering. Then I fell in love with mining. Okay. But then again, it's only UMaT that does mining. Sure. And as I said earlier, growing up, it has always been K University or UMaT. So that year, I remember I bought K University again. I was a student at K University, but I bought K University again, and I bought UMaT. Okay. So K University, I chose petroleum engineering, as I already said that I had fell in love with it. At times, it will shock you that when I don't have lectures, I will just walk into their lecture and just sit there. They are lecturing me. Yes, I even started reading some of their PDFs.
Oh, okay.
So when I reapplied for K University, it was petroleum engineering and geology. Okay. Then based on the guidance and the counseling of my elder brother, he also had introduced mining to me. So I applied UMaT for mining and geology. Oh, okay. Then by the grace of God, I have petroleum engineering in K University and mining engineering in UMaT. And so I decided on mining.
Oh, okay. That's great. So, do you have children? Or do you have a child?
No, I don't have a child.
Are you married?
I'm not married.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, coming to UMaT, it's like you have a position in the SRC. Which position is it?
Okay, so I am the chief of staff of the UMaT SRC.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're not a small man.
Oh.
Okay, so back in, you went to K University too?
Yes. So from K University I came here.
Okay. So back at Wesley College, were you holding any position?
Yes. Okay. I was the vice president for our hall.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was the vice president for our hall at Wesley College of Education.
Okay. So now let me move you straight to media. We've seen this campus series called Choplife, showing on YouTube here and there, and it's showing on this YouTube channel called Trebla Media. And once you are called Trebla, are you affiliated to this media or this campus series going on?
Choplife. All right, so that's my production.
Oh, okay, that's your production. So what? That's your production. So you own the production.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So being an engineer, being trained as engineer, and right now you have a production. How did it happen? Because you always wanted to be an engineer, and right now you are being trained as an engineer, and you still want to go into the, I know, explain it to us.
Okay, so what I would say is, I've learned about life.
Okay.
Yes. And one thing I realized was everybody has their own channel and path to life.
Okay.
You can be here training as a computer engineer, but you are here. And before I continue, I must say that I am interested in your production. In fact, I am always glad to see you involving yourself in all these talks.
Thank you.
In fact, you are one of the few students in this university that are doing so well for yourself and for the university. So back to Choplife. So everywhere I have been, in terms of my educational, let me say, my educational lifestyle, there is something peculiar that I do there.
Okay.
But in UMaT, when I came here, I engaged more students that you wanted to do something else aside studies. In fact, some are even here because their family think they are excellent.
Sure.
But genuinely and deep down them, they have this interest in all these stuffs and this related activity.
Okay.
So I was thinking about it. But I wasn't committed so much into making it one way or the other come out until after the Corona break. And during the Corona break, I have an interesting family. And our family, okay, that would be a topic. So during the Corona break, most people don't have anything doing.
Sure.
So during Christmas, my family decided to shoot a movie.
Oh, okay.
That was, what I remember, Christmas party or something of that sort. I featured in that movie.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Then, in that movie, I think I was a criminal. Yes, I was a kidnapper. Let me see that.
Hey.
After the movie, I posted excerpts on it on my stats.
Okay.
Then one gentleman in my class, in fact, I would say that he is more or less like the brain behind the Trebla.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he's so much in all aspects. Like, he's very good. In fact, he's very good. And I would say he is Choplife.
Oh.
Yes, he is Choplife. So when he saw it, he got to know that I have interest in these stuff. So immediately school resumed, he came to my room and saw the idea of him being able to organize some students of this university who are equally interested in that, let me say, field of creative art. So one way or the other, as I said, I already had that mindset. So the moment he said they were students, it automatically fell in place with what I was thinking, because the production team, to me at that time, was to get together with UMaT students who are interested, so that even as you are doing your academics and you want to further it after school, then you get out there, you are no more up and coming. You have reference to what you did on campus to make them one or the other pursue into what you wanted to do. So that is, let me say, the basic thoughts that came. In fact, as I said, I know you hold another meeting purposely for Choplife, so I won't go so much into it.
Sure.
So briefly, that is how it was started.
Okay.
And that is the main reason.
So when the friend brought that idea, as you were starting, were there any challenges that you faced?
Honestly speaking, me, I love challenges.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I don't like easy stuff.
Okay.
So a lot of times people will come and ask, I thought that when you were doing this, what kind of challenge you face? But I don't see it. Maybe if I tell you the story, you can identify
the challenges.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. But maybe what I will say is, those we started with, who they came together that we want to push it.
Okay.
It got to a time, because it's a production team,
sure.
and as we are starting, you need locations,
sure.
places. At times, as we are students, they want pressure. So when they started, we were shooting only on Saturday. Saturdays, I think from 1 p.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. thereof. Okay. At that time, we didn't have our own cameras. So we had to, let me say, get in touch with someone who take over. And I made sure at that time that those who were in charge were also students.
Oh, okay.
Got to a time, those who were the pioneers that we were looking to start with, as time went on, they thought the project was so small, so they lost interest in it. You get it? But I'm that kind of person. If I start something, so we restructured, came back, then we started putting things in place. When we were picking, especially, I don't know, we released one episode before going in.
Yeah.
And then we put it down when we started this.
Sure.
Those in charge of the cameras and the editing of those stuff, they also put down that they are not working with them. Okay. So we had to re-strategize. Okay. And that is where we came together and found a way out that currently sustaining the production.
So from what you're saying, that means that when all this happened, because you didn't realize there were challenges, they didn't bother you?
No.
Oh, okay.
In fact, as I said, I will sleep. I don't see anything as a challenge. When something happens, to me, the first thing I look at is, number one, is there something I can do to help or to solve it? If yes, I will think about the solution. If no, I will sleep.
Okay.
It can't take over my time. So when challenges come, these are the two main things I look at. So personally, as I said, at times when I say people like, Trebla. But that's how I am. My stories.
So if someone wants to be part of the production team, can you tell us how?
The first thing, the person should be a student of UMaT.
Oh, okay.
It will shock you that when we started these things, a lot of people from other universities, even from the country, have always wanted to do that.
Oh, okay.
Some try to come in one way or the other, but the thinking of it wasn't to make money or to just be what people think we are. The purpose of it was to show to the world that in fact we are engineers, but also got talent.
Sure.
So we should be a UMaT student. That is the first entry requirement.
Oh, okay.
And aside that, you should be someone who also has a passion to be there. You don't necessarily need to be an actress. Some of them, when they came, they weren't good, but they had a passion and they are teaching them there, and they are copying. So I think basically these are
okay. After after you complete UMaT, where do you see Trebla Media?
This is a big question. Right now, I and my team, in fact, they are solid individuals.
Okay.
I love them so much. In fact, oh yes, I love them so much.
Okay.
Because even those in Choplife will attest to the fact that I don't really come around.
Oh, okay.
There are most of them in there who haven't even seen me before.
Okay.
And most of the times, with the exception of the beginning of the project that I used to go there, the whole of this semester I haven't been on set.
Oh, okay.
So I have a solid team. When I say a solid team, in fact, I
Yeah,
love them so
working
much.
hard.
They do everything in their work.
Okay.
So we are still looking at the future plan of Choplife.
Okay.
And that we are yet to look into it and see how best we can let me say, leave it behind or see how we can mold it to function even if you are not
If you are not around.
But for now, I think 7 is better.
Sure.
I still have about a year. So
Sure.
for the next year, we have assurance that
Sure.
so Choplife
It will
will
be
be streaming live
Okay.
on social media.
Okay. So after you leave school, do you have any idea that maybe after I leave school, I will let Trebla Media feature, let's say, those top actors and actresses. Let's say we have the campus, I don't know, should I say version or what? Yes, and maybe we'll have the off-campus. Do you have any idea of that sort?
Unnecessary, as I said, I haven't made such plans.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right now, my focus is the student of this university. So now I am a student here. Everything about Trebla is UMaT.
Okay.
Regardless of even if Nadia boy wants to come on board.
She wouldn't be allowed
No. Unless she reapplies
to become a student.
One of
Wow.
these courses, then I can reach ahead.
Okay.
But as to after school, extending Trebla Media to be out there unnecessary. That is not something I'm thinking of.
Okay. So I know whether you can talk about this, but let me ask. Those working under Trebla Media, is it that they are working as in because of their passion for the movie industry or something, that's why they are doing it, or they are being paid?
If the issue of payment comes in,
Okay.
then Trebla Media will no more be Trebla Media.
Oh, okay.
And this is
Okay.
that's why I said I love them so much.
Alright.
You get it? Because right now, they understand
Sure.
perfectly that me, who is the producer,
Okay.
that production team is not instituted
Sure.
for financial gains.
Sure.
You get it?
Okay.
So we are all sacrificing for what they want to achieve with the school. And me too, doing the little I can to also please them. In the future, when God is so good to us, and something comes out of it, and they know I will make them booty. Yes.
Sure.
Yes, I
Sure.
will make them booty.
Okay.
By now, all let me say, we are looking at is how to establish it as we are still
Okay.
on the right track, and how to, in fact, I don't want to use a motivation because they are already motivated.
Sure.
You can't imagine the sacrifices they do. It's very serious.
Okay.
So the motivation is not coming from me paying them. No, I can't pay them. How can I pay them?
But you are rich.
Oh no!
I even heard you own a BMW. Like, oh, seriously. So you are rich, you can pay them.
How the way are you?
Oh, when I'm done, I'll come to that BMW. Yes. So you guys continue.
Yes, so I don't pay them. And they are
Okay.
not doing it
For money?
for money, no.
Okay.
They are doing it for the love.
Sure. Okay. So let's talk about the BMW. I heard you own a BMW. Very soon you'll be owning a how do they call this car? Tesla. So tell us about it. Is it true or it's not true?
Yeah, what I would say is I am blessed.
Oh, is someone... Okay, let me keep quiet.
Yes, I'm blessed. For
Sure.
that one, there is no two ways about it.
Okay.
God has blessed me and my
And
family.
it's still blessing you.
And I know I'm
Sure.
blessed. So. And, it's not about BMW. Or maybe the small car might not use.
So you've accepted that you own a BMW on campus, right?
I don't want to go into it. But the answer of
Okay.
it is I am blessed.
Okay, sure.
I owe a lot of things
Okay.
by the grace of God. And that is why
Okay.
I am doing anything within my power to touch as many lives as I can.
Okay,
Because man is not born for himself.
sure.
So I'm doing what I can. And as I am here, I will make sure that how God has blessed me wouldn't be an obstacle to someone getting close to me.
Okay.
But anyone who gets close to me, the person will be blessed.
Sure.
Yes. So,
Okay. Okay, so right now, what advice would you give to someone who is a student, but the person wants to go into another thing, but the person is contemplating? Right now, I'm a student, I have books on my head, I have academics here and there. If I add this thing, it's going to affect my studies. It's going to cause a whole lot of harm to me, and probably my family believes in me that I need to do well, I need to do this, so I don't think I can go into another thing. What advice would you give to such a person?
always, when people come to me, I make them assist me, they will do this calculation.
Okay.
You get it?
Sure.
Number one, we are all here to study. Okay. Who can tell me that after the 24 hours, the person studies the whole 24 hours?
Okay.
You get it?
Sure.
So, as you don't study the whole 24 hours, it means that within those hours you are not studying, you are there.
Yeah.
It's your decision. Whether you see, whether you WhatsApp, whether you run,
Okay.
whether you watch football, anything that you do outside that 24 hours, that thing, you are not studying.
Yes.
It's not academics. You get it?
Sure.
But always I am surprised when it comes to things that will develop individuals, they start contemplating how that will be a challenge with the academics.
Sure.
So if the 24 hours, genuinely you think you use 6 hours to learn, it means you are having some 18 hours.
Sure. Sure.
How many hours you use? Take it out.
Okay.
When you take that hours out, at least even if it is 2 hours that you don't use for anything, commit 1 hour to what you want to do.
Okay.
And that alone is not going to make you
Sure.
a bad student or something of that
Sure.
sort.
Okay.
So it's up to them to structure their time, their, let me say, identifying what they want to do as I books.
Okay.
And for me, time and those stuffs shouldn't be an obstacle. You get it?
Sure.
Most of them, I would even say that academically, those excuses that I want to do this, you are very they go the promotion, they go 2 hours. It requires a legend. Almost they just said, exam stamp table.
Sure.
You get it?
Yes.
But anytime they are using that time to do something productive,
Productive.
that is where the mathematics will come.
Sure.
And my
Okay.
academics and blah blah blah. This person that I'm talking about, most of them really they don't go to school for lectures. You get it?
Yes.
So me, I will tell them that unless you don't want to do it, everybody says I am busy, I'm busy. But when you stop what you are doing, you are not busy.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
And you are busy because you have a schedule, and those schedule is your priority.
Yes.
So look at your schedule. If you really think that your talent you want to develop, that interest that you have, that co-curricular activity you want to venture into, if it is your priority, add it to your schedules. So that you know that 30 minutes I'm going to learn how to play organ. 30 minutes maybe as you are a YouTuber, there are not a lot of students are here who also have interest in it. But you have the courage to get competitive to that time. And I don't think that should be an obstacle. In fact, let me state that makes you a complete student. Yes.
Okay.
That makes you a complete. It will interest you to know that in the university, there's no books. The books is in the secondary schools.
Yeah.
Because in the secondary school, you are now fighting as to what you need in the future.
Sure.
In the university, as you are sitting, you know by the grace of God, next year you're going to be a computer engineer.
Sure. True. Yes.
You get it?
Sure.
So your future professionally has already been shaped for the university.
Okay.
So just commit some of the time you have to develop yourself. And that is what I tell those who are still contemplating. If they don't want to do it, if they really want to do it, time should be a constraint.
Okay. So thank you very much for being here with me today. I really appreciate your time. So guys, thank you very much for watching my video today. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Please turn on post notification. Please like the video and please share for me. Once again, my name is Burnys and bye bye.